can't believe I'm saying this, but this is easily the funniest movie of 2023. Barbie, hilarious. Fast X, hilarious in a different and sort of less intentional way. I understand, but this thing takes the cake. It's incredible. Hey, what's up? I am John Bonjour. I'm an artist and a film enthusiast, and I'm here to review Bottoms. This is going to be one of the easiest reviews I've ever done. Most of the time, I come into these things trying to temper expectations. You know, it's good, but it's funny, but it's entertaining, but this has no but. I'm leaving it in. So the movie is directed by Emma Seligman. This is the first thing I've ever seen her do. The other movie that she's most famous for is Shiva Baby. I've never seen it, and now it is incredibly high on my list. Love the directorial style in this movie. It's classy, it's funny, it's quick, it's sharp. Literally everything about this movie is perfect for the goal that it's trying to achieve, the feeling that it's trying to make you feel. That said, that's a reason a lot of people probably won't like this movie. There's a very specific kind of energy that this movie is directed toward. Didn't know there were other people out there that were as weird as me. So that's encouraging, but also kind of I don't know how this movie's gonna do. There are some directions that this story chooses to take that I was not prepared for, and they're a welcome surprise to me, but I fully understand that there's gonna be some people that are not happy with this. I do think if you watch the trailer and you really love the trailer, you're probably going to really love the movie. If you have no objection to the trailer, you're going to like the movie. If you watch the trailer and you're like, this doesn't seem like it's for me, it's not for you. It's for other people. I think the thing that works best about this movie is the comedy. And I mean that on two fronts. I feel like comedy can either be really well delivered or really well written. And if you're very, very, very lucky, it's both combined. This is one of those movies. On a very good day, a solid comedy hits, I would say, probably 60% of the time for me. A lot of it's funny, some of it kind of misses the mark, and that's pretty normal. I'm fine with that. There were exactly 2 jokes in this that I didn't laugh at. Not just chuckle at, openly laugh. I haven't laughed this hard in a theater in a really long time, and that comes down to incredibly well-written jokes and hilarious delivery. Our 2 leads in this movie, Ayo Edebiri and Rachel Sennett, absolutely kill it. Every line delivery that they have is drop dead hilarious. And they're supported by the vibe of the movie, which sounds kind of weird. What I mean by that is the whole world around them is heightened. Everything's a little bit stranger and a little bit harsher and a little bit funnier, just all around. There are so many visual gags in this movie that the attention is completely not drawn to the point where you really probably will miss it. I know I missed a lot of them. I'm definitely gonna have to see this again. A perfect example of that, one of the teachers played by Marshawn Lynch. I know, who knew? He's great. Every time his blackboard is in sight, the funniest shit is written on it. I cannot recommend highly enough, maybe not the first time because I got distracted for sure watching this through, but definitely the second time you see this movie, pay attention exclusively to what's on the board because it is funny 100% of the time. The story is set around these 2 high school girls who start an all-female fight club. There's a lot of reasons, just watch the movie. They're pitted against the rest of the school, yes, but also the football team. And it's that rivalry that really brings a lot of the drama and the tension to this movie. And make no mistake, this is an incredibly tense movie. It is hilarious, but there's a lot of heart and a lot of drama to it. The story that they've written is exactly what a good high school, really any comedy should be in my mind. It's take a concept that's inherently funny and then extrapolate that for a story that continues to make it funny. I feel like so many comedies just kind of miss the mark on that. They find something funny and then they just go, isn't that funny, for 2 hours? It's just not funny. It just doesn't work that way. Whereas Bottoms knows exactly where to pivot, where to take the story and change it up so that you never quite know exactly what's going to happen. It's always shedding new light on the characters and the general concept, and it keeps bringing it to a funnier and funnier level. It's super well shot. The music fits it perfectly. The pacing is great. Most of the time I come out of a movie and I go, yeah, 20 minutes or so could have been shaved off. I don't think that's true of this. I'm not sure you could lose even 3 minutes of this movie. It's exactly what it feels like it needs to be. It's one of those movies that you see and you're just jealous of the people that are able to come up with something like this. I'm working on a lot of creative projects, and if any of them are even close to as efficient and funny as this, I've made it. I did great. The only single negative thing that I can say about this movie is it's a very raunchy comedy. It's in the vein of like a Superbad kind of thing, not the exact same, but it feels in the same world. So if it's not your jam, you're definitely not gonna like it. There's a lot of sexual jokes, a lot of innuendo, some really truly terrible language. But I will say, weirdly, it's not a movie that relies on that. It feels like it is because it's centered around these two lesbian girls who are essentially creating a fight club to get women, but that's not really the heart of the movie. That's kind of the surface level. And where a lot of comedies, especially in the last 10, 20 years, have been centered around,
Isn't it funny the dog said fuck?
I don't really find that particularly funny. Like, insert character, insert bad word, haha, isn't that funny? It can be kind of funny sometimes, but it really grates on me after 2 hours. That is not what this is. This is a heartfelt, a little bit traumatic sometimes, incredibly funny. I cannot stress that enough. The theater I was in was howling with laughter, which is crazy to me because this is like a mid-budget, verging on indie comedy. If this is the kind of movie that you tend to like, I genuinely, wholeheartedly recommend Bottoms. I was not kidding when I said at the beginning, this is the funniest movie of the year. No question. Like, it's not even close. It's definitely making it into my top 10, and I really want to see it again. So go check it out. Support this movie, again, if you like these kinds of movies. If you don't, no shade. I totally understand. That kind of thing is not for everybody. But if you do, go check it out, because we need more movies like this. Thank you for watching this video and checking out my channel. If you'd like to hear more of my opinions on pretty much anything, movies, comics, TV shows, candles, just comment down below what you want me to review, or what you'd like to see me draw, or what you'd like to just talk about. What's going on in your life? You doing okay? You good? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below like I said, or do none of those things, because I'm not your dad.